So you're going to come to a low kneeling position at the back of the mat, taking the hands to the thighs or the knees, and just take a moment to release your shoulders down away from your ears. Draw tall through the crown of the head. Make sure the chest is nice and open, and take a few deep breaths. Breathing in and out through the nose. One more full breath here. And then taking the hands to heart center. As you breathe in, take the hands out and up. Reach up and look towards the thumbs. And then as you exhale, bring the hands back down. 2 more times. Breathe in, extend, lift, look towards the hands. Exhale, they come through heart center. And 1 more time. Exhale, release. And then taking 1 full breath here. Now reaching both arms up in line with the shoulders. Reach for the left elbow with your right hand and reach down with your left hand to the upper back. Then really press the elbows up and back. So you're feeling this stretch through the underarms, through the shoulders, and opening the chest as much as you can. Feel that stretch in the shoulders, in the upper arms. Take a deep breath in as you shine the chest forward even more. And then exhale, reach up. Ready to switch sides, grabbing for the right elbow with your left hand. Right hand comes down to the upper back. Feel that stretch in the right upper arm. And a couple of breaths here. Another breath in. And exhale to release. Roll the shoulders a few times. And now interlacing the hands down behind you. Bring the pointer fingers together and then breathe in to shine the chest forward, squeezing the shoulder blades together, pressing the fingers down away from you, squeezing the shoulder blades back and down to feel this stretch across the chest and into the shoulders. Maybe turn one way and then the other, feeling that stretch into the sides of the body as well. Another deep breath in. And exhale to release. Now just rounding the back, counteracting the deep heart opening we've just done. And then from there, take the knees a little wider, walk the hands forwards towards the top of the mat and sink yourself down into a child's pose, bringing the forehead to the floor. If the forehead does not reach the floor, then you can bring a block or a cushion or something, or stack your hands underneath your head. Wherever you are, just make sure you're really sinking back, trying to bring the sitting bones all the way to the heels. Maybe bring the knees even wider and bring the toes together behind you so that you're feeling this in the hips. Take a little rock from side to side in your child's pose. And breathe fully, feel the breath creating space in the back body. And then from here, extending the arms forwards, bring the elbows to the mat, then bring the palms of the hands together and bend the elbows. So you're bringing the thumbs to the back of the neck, bending the elbows as much as you can, and you should feel a stretch in the undersides of the arms and the underarms. Keep squeezing the thumbs towards the back of the neck. Another full breath in. Exhale to release. And then bringing the fingers interlaced behind you, reach up with the hands, feeling the stretch across the shoulders and down the arms, keeping the head relaxed as much as you can. Take another full breath in. And now releasing as you exhale, extending the arms once again. Breathe in. You're going to rise up to your tabletop position. And then from here, step it forward with the right foot. Square off the hips, lunging into the hips here. Feel the stretch deeply in your left hip flexor. Just take a moment here, really sinking into the stretch, shining your chest forward. If you're finding it hard to reach the floor, you can take some props, blocks, books, whatever to support your hands, or even lift up, take the hands onto the top of the right knee, feeling the stretch here through the hips. Now find a little more strength through the legs. Lift the arms, bring the fingers together, bring the palms of the hands together, and then lift the chest, open the chest. Keep the tops of the shoulders away from the ears and shine the chest forward. Keep your belly lifting in towards the spine. Breathe in. And now as you exhale, place the hands down. Make your way back into a half split position. You'll feel this full stretch coming down the back of the right leg. Maybe keeping a little bend in the knee if you need it. Try lifting the toes. Feel the stretch come down into the calf and into the sciatic nerve. Maybe crawl your fingers a little further forward. Breathing into the stretch. Make the exhales really long, telling your body that it's safe, that it's relaxed. And now breathe in to come forward. From here, we'll swing the right leg around. Make your way back to your child's pose just for a moment, bringing the forehead to the floor. And then once again, breathing in to rise up. Step it forward with the left foot. Bringing the fingertips to the mat or to some props. Breathe into this low lunge position, really allowing the hip flexor on the right side to open. If it feels better on your knee, you can tuck the back toes under. Connecting with your breath here. And then if it felt good for you on the other side, you can bring the hands up to the top of the left thigh, sinking the hips forwards. Another full breath in. And then as you exhale, plant the hands, step it back into a downward facing dog. So in downward facing dog, we really want to be opening the chest as much as we can towards the legs, creating this A shape with the body and directing the heels towards the mat. If it's a choice between bringing your shoulders forward so you can get your heels down, or bending the knees and opening your chest more, bend your knees and open your chest more. So what you don't want is to be lifting all your weight into the shoulders. Push everything back. And you might find even with a bend in the knees, you still feel this deep stretch down the backs of the legs. If you can get the legs straight and bring the heels down, as well as having this flat back, then amazing. So in your downward facing dog, sway the hips from side to side. Bend one knee and then the other, just exploring this position, feeling the stretch down the backs of the legs. And then coming to stillness once again in downward dog. From here, breathe in, reach your right leg high. Now bend into the right knee and open the right hip out towards the right side, letting the right foot drop overhead and behind you. So you're stacking the hips here and opening your right hip out. And then you can try drawing a little circle with your right knee one way, and then the other way, just opening up into that hip joint a little more. And then from here, stepping the right foot forwards and out to the outer right edge of the mat. So now we're in lizard pose. So staying up on the hands here, if that is enough for you. If you want more, bring the left knee down, and then you can come into the full version of lizard with your elbows down on the mat. Of course, this is a lot more of a stretch through the hips and into the right glute. So if you need to stay up on the hand with either the left knee lifted or down, then just find the position that works best for you. And start by really trying to keep this right knee hugging in towards the shoulder, feeling the breath, helping you to stay in the pose. When we focus on our breath, we learn to detach from what is going on in our body, what is going on in our day. And even though your thinking mind might be telling you to come out of the pose, focusing on your breath allows you to stay here a little longer and find more release in those muscles. Couple more breaths here. And now, if you were down on the elbows, walking back up onto the hands, we're now going to bend into the left knee. If that feels enough for you, stay there. If you feel like you could reach back with your right hand for the left foot, then you can do that now. So you're going for a twist, still lunging forwards with the hips, maybe looking out and around towards the right side. Make sure you're not doing this with this shoulder. Let it be really open. And feel this stretch deeply in the left hip flexor, and then you can even drop your left ear towards your left shoulder, staying lifted on this left hand. Another full breath in, and then as you exhale, bring your right hand down towards the mat, and we'll step it back here into downward facing dog once again. Take a moment just to reset in your downward dog, giving your hips another wiggle from side to side. And then when you're ready, breathe in, reach the left leg high, bend into the left knee, stack the hips, lift the left knee up towards the sky. And then here you can make a little circle with the knee. One way, and then the other way. And now from here, stepping forwards towards the top left edge of the mat with the left foot, staying lifted on the hand first of all. Maybe take a little rock back and forth. And now bringing the right knee down. Again, if it's enough for you up on the hands, by all means stay there. If you can come down to the elbows, get deeper into the stretch, do so here. And wherever you are in your lizard pose, find your breath. Keep breathing through the nose, elongating the exhales. A couple more full breaths. Again, if this is enough for you, stay here. If you want to try walking back up onto the hands and lifting your right foot, then you can go for that reach once again. Opening out, swiveling the chest towards the left side, even letting the left knee drop out slightly. Even letting the left knee drop out slightly. And you can try looking back towards that left foot. Couple more breaths. Maybe drop the right ear to your right shoulder. And now breathing in, exhale to release. Stepping it back to your downward facing dog once again. Really opening the chest here once again. And then from there, walking the feet forwards towards the top of the mat. Bend the knees, hang your body over the legs, feeling that stretch come down the backs of the legs. And then swaying the body from side to side, let the head hang heavy. Feeling your hamstrings lengthening and stretching out. Keeping as much of a bend there in the knees as you need. And then from here, come slowly up to standing. Rolling up, leaving your head till last. And then we're going to come to one little standing balance, which is my favorite post-spin stretch. So you're going to bring your right ankle to the top of your left thigh, just above the knee, and open the leg out into this figure of four shape. Then bring your hands to heart center, find a point to gaze at in front of you, and then sink down into the hips. Coming down as low as you can and using the left knee to press it outwards and feel that stretch in the left glute. So you're almost coming into a chair pose here. And then you can even try bringing the fingers down towards the floor, and you should be feeling a really strong stretch in your left glute. Make sure you're not bending too deeply into the right knee and bringing it forward. Try and keep this shin straight. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And then as much as you can, rise out with control. Place the foot down. Give your whole body a little wiggle. And then ready for the other side. Lifting the left foot now. Cross it over the top of the right knee. And then when you've got your balance, keep breathing and sink your way down into this figure of four stretch. You could even use your hands here to help you get more into the glute, or keep your palms at heart center. And then if you can reach, you can reach down towards the floor, just touching your fingers to the mat and sitting down into the hips as much as you can. A full breath here. And then as you're ready, you can slowly come out and release. Give your whole body a little shake out. And then from there you can make your way down to the mat once again. Coming all the way down onto your back. Just hug the knees into the chest. And then from here, bringing the right knee on the inside of the left knee, grab for the feet or the ankles to come to this supine cow face pose. So you're holding onto the feet or the ankles and bringing them outwards to feel this stretch through the glutes. If it feels too much, doing it on both legs at the same time, then you can just do it with one leg, like a supine pigeon. Breathe in, exhale fully, and then on your next exhale, unwind the legs, stretch them up towards the ceiling, and then switch sides. So now left knee comes inside the right knee, and you're grabbing for the ankles, feeling this deep stretch in the glutes, especially the left glute. Another full breath in. And then as you exhale, uncross the legs, stretch them up towards the sky once again. And then bring your feet down, shift your hips over to the right edge of the mat. Bringing your arms out into a T or a cactus shape. Then drop the knees over towards the left side for a gentle spinal twist. Turning your head over towards the right. Breathe into this twist. Taking the breath into the space where you feel the twist. Another full breath in. And exhale to center. Bringing the hips all the way over to the left edge of the mat now, and then dropping the knees over the other way, maybe bringing your right shoulder out from underneath you, turning the head over towards the left side, and breathing into the twist once more. Another full breath in here, and then exhale to center, stretching both arms up towards the ceiling. Point the toes down away from you. And then drawing the knees in towards the chest and making your way over to lying on one side, ready to push yourself up sideways to a seated position to close off our yoga practice. Take a moment here to find your breath. Breathing in smoothly and out slowly. And now I invite you to bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head and thank yourself for practicing yoga today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that you're feeling less tight and less sore now after our yoga practice. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. It's free and I post 2 yoga tutorials every single week. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.